Imagine being part of a crew that explores the edge of the galaxy, only to realise your own life is changing faster than warp speed. What if your dream role came back before your current story was even finished? Because right now, Star Trek Strange New Worlds is doing something, well, no one expected. And what's coming next might just change the entire Trek universe forever. In this video, we're going to dive into the hottest news in the Star Trek universe right now. You're about to discover why Paramount is going all in on Strange New Worlds, what secret moves they're making behind the scenes, and the jaw-dropping question on every fan's mind. Why is Kirk's return being called his most epic comeback yet? The answers will surprise you, maybe even shock you. So keep watching as we break down everything about Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 4 and Kirk's confirmed return that's already sending shockwaves through the fandom. The calm before the cosmic storm. Picture this, the bright lights of Toronto studios humming with the sounds of cameras rolling, actors slipping into iconic uniforms, and somewhere in that maze of starship sets and alien props, Captain Pike stands ready for action once again. Yeah, Season 3 of Strange New Worlds hasn't even dropped yet. It's set to launch July 17th after a 2-year wait that left fans starving for anything Trek. But guess what? Season 4 is already filming. Yeah, seriously. Paramount isn't just making Strange New Worlds another prequel, they're turning it into the crown jewel of Star Trek itself. But what if I told you Kirk is coming back in a way no one saw coming? Filming for Season 4 kicked off with secret behind-the-scenes teasers. Ethan Peck, who plays the ever-logical Spock, and Anson Mount, our stoic Captain Pike, dropped a candid photo with Celia Rose Gooding, Nyota Uhura herself, especially casually chilling out on the Enterprise bridge. Imagine it, Spock and Pike mid-smirk, Uhura rocking a brand new bold hairstyle, sitting like a queen on her throne. Now, let that sink in. The set, the uniforms, the banter, it's enough to send any Trek fan into hyperspace, right? But while everyone's distracted by Season 3, there's a bigger play happening behind the scenes. Because Star Trek Strange New World Season 4 isn't just bringing back old favourites, it's rewriting how the franchise grows forward. And that's why it gets even more intense. See, Season 3 itself is gearing up to be explosive. First off, after that nail-biting Season 2 cliffhanger, Captain Bettel's fate still hangs in the balance, with members of the Enterprise crew captured by enemies. We're getting Selena Sullivan from In From the Cold as Dr. Roger Corby, a name that makes old-school Trek fans go, wait, what? No way. Yeah, Dr. Corby, Christine Chappell's fiancé from the original series, is making his grand debut. And that's going to shake things up because Christine Chappell, played by Jess Bush, has been growing closer to Spock lately, hasn't she? Love triangle drama in space? Seriously, who doesn't want that? So, not only that, Riz Darby from Jumanji, The Next Level, is joining too. Fans are already losing their minds, wondering whether he's playing Bones, McCoy, Cybox, Cyrano Jones, or even George Kirk. Who knows? I know, this is too much, but we're just getting started. Let's talk about the Kirks, shall we? Paul Wesley is returning as James T. Kirk for Season 3, but there's someone else who quietly became a fan favourite, Sam Kirk. Yep, Dan Janot is confirmed. He's coming back for Season 4 by posting a proud selfie wearing that famous Sam Kirk moustache, or as the fandom lovingly calls it, hashtag Kirkstache. Let that sink in. Not only did he survive the Gorn ambush that nearly took him out at the end of Season 2, but now the older, often overshadowed brother of James T. Kirk is stepping into the spotlight. And honestly, well, Sam might not be the most famous Kirk in the galaxy, but you know what? His goofy, mischievous, xeno-anthropologist energy, plus being the older brother to Starfleet's golden boy, has quietly won over the fandom. So, if we flash back to Sam cracking awkward jokes at Spock while the Vulcan raises one eyebrow in stoic disapproval, that comedic foil adds so much warmth. But after that, what's next for Sam Kirk? In Trek canon, he has a wife, Aurelin, and 3 sons, including Peter Kirk. If Season 4 explores his family life, imagine the emotional gravity. Beyond phaser battles and alien threats, Strange New Worlds could finally peel back the human layers of the Kirk family tree, which would be great news. So what's next for Strange New Worlds? Paramount just released 12 stunning character posters for Season 3, each with starfields and galaxies projected onto the cast's faces, shot by photographer Par Dukovic. The vibe is trippy, cosmic, and deeply intimate, because despite the genre-hopping musical episodes and wild lower decks crossovers, Strange New Worlds never loses its emotional core. This season is no different, so expect Dr. Mbenga confronting facing PTSD from the Klingon War, Nurse Chapel torn between Spock and Dr. Kirby, Kirk facing fatherhood and prepping for his promotion to commander on the USS Farragut, Montgomery Scott's early engineering adventures continuing to unfold. Lastly, let's talk about Lieutenant Erica Ortegas. She's been a fan favourite since day one with her razor-sharp piloting skills and sarcastic humour, but we never really knew her past. Well, Season 3's trailer reveals that's about to change. And you know what? For the first time ever, we're meeting Erica's younger brother, played by Minor Lucen, and he's joining her aboard the Enterprise. Imagine siblings bantering in the mess hall, childhood memories surfacing mid-mission, and Erica revealing what drives her to risk her life at the helm every day. For me, that's storytelling depth Strange New Worlds really excels at. Because, think about it, what happens when family secrets collide with duty? Well, we'll soon find out about that. However, we will never find out if there are only actors and directors, because the true heroes here are the people, well, the people behind the scenes. The dream team. Behind all of these treks is a powerhouse creative team. Akiva Goldsman and Henry Alonso Myers remain as co-showrunners, with executive producers including Alex Kurtzman, Jenny Lumet, and Rod Roddenberry. Yep, Gene's son. And more. They've kept Strange New Worlds feeling fresh yet rooted in Trek's legacy. Genre bending without losing optimism, light-hearted, emotional, philosophical, all at once, and no wonder Paramount is betting big on it. But what are the actors themselves saying about this new season and Kirk's return? Dan Janot, who plays Sam Kirk, put it simply: Sam is a likeable, light-hearted presence who fits right in with the eclectic crew of Captain Pike's Starship Enterprise. He added, beyond his capacity for comedy, there's more to Sam that's yet to be seen. Imagine that. A character we've mostly seen as comic relief might soon show a deeper, unexpected side. But what about James T. Kirk himself? Paul Wesley made it clear he's not trying to imitate the original William Shatner version. He said, at the end of the day, the most important thing for me and the showrunners was not to insult the original Kirk by doing an imitation. It's an interpretation that is different. Still, he revealed how he plays with Kirk's serious and goofy sides. Kirk doesn't smile very much, he's very serious. But then I thought, oh my gosh, thank God, because it is the exact opposite. I get to have so much fun. And the original Kirk, William Shatner himself, joked, if there were a genuine reason for the character appearing, I might consider it. Takes years off your face. So in a film, you can look 10, 20, 30, 50 years younger. Here comes Captain Kirk, I think. And if actors are on the same side of the coin, fans are deeply divided. Because some say, I like Sam, if only his brother James wouldn't show up as much in a show that's supposed to revolve around Pike. Well, fair enough, I suppose. While others tease dark Trek trivia, saying they have got to get more stories out of him before he's killed by rubber novelty vomit. Well, that's brutal, but it shows how invested viewers are in these characters' fates. So on top of all that, the biggest question is, what's coming after Season 4? Will Kirk's arc finally intertwine fully with Pike's? Will Spock choose logic over love? Will Sam Kirk step into a bigger role, or meet the tragic fate fans know from Trek lore? In the end, Strange New Worlds reminds us of one thing. Space isn't just about starships and warp drives. It's about people, brothers, lovers, captains, crew, facing the unknown together. And as Paramount pushes this prequel beyond what anyone thought possible, we're left with one burning question. Will this be the series that defines Star Trek's future? Well, to know that, click the next video to uncover what happens behind the scenes in the upcoming Starfleet Academy spin-off, because this universe is just getting started. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. And don't forget, live long and prosper. Bye.